One of the things I like about coming in here in the morning is the first thing you notice is the smell of the timber roof. And you think to yourself, that's the same smell that these people got nearly 200 years ago when they came in here. There's quite a few different metal working machines in here. Lathes, there's a milling machine, a shaping machine, various grinders and drills. Today I've been assisting the blacksmith and the joiners who have been making a replica coal tub for use as a garden planter. I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to move it back a bit so I've got a bit more movement on it. I'm checking the speed at 400 RPM. Right, it's going to start cutting now. And this scale here is telling me how far I'm going in. So what I'm going to do now is unlock this. This is the tailstock. I'm going to move it away from the job and I'm going to remove that drill. And I'm going to replace it with a reamer. The reason for this is because that drill is slightly under 7/8 of an inch and the shaft that's got to go through the hole is exactly 7/8 of an inch. So if I put a 7/8 reamer through, that'll open it up to the correct diameter. I'm changing the gear so that the speed is reduced from 400 RPM to 200 RPM for reaming. So I'll start it up again. You won't see any pieces coming out because it's taken so little off. It's just taken a tiny bit off. Right. That's far enough now for that. You can see that it has been cutting. So again, I'll slide the tool back and we now know that that hole is big enough. And what I'll do, I'll knock that off and we'll try the spindle in just to be sure. This is the axle that is going to fit into that hole. So we'll just try it. And as you can see, the reamer has just taken just the correct amount out for it to fit nicely. Now the next job that I'm going to do is to put the chamfer on that corner. So to do that I need to put the speed back up to 400 RPM. And I'm going to bring this tool in. That's it done. I'm removing this tool, which is the tool that I've just used to put the chamfer on, and I'm going to replace it with a parting off tool, which will cut the boss off the bar. I'm adjusting the height of the tool so that it is in line with the centre line of the job. You can't hurry this, you've got to get it right. I'm going to give it a bit more. Nearly there. Right, I think that'll be okay. Next job, we've set the height of the tool now. We need to set the position of the tool so that we're parting off at the right thickness. And the thickness we need is 3/4 of an inch. So I've got to move the tool so that the edge is exactly 3/4 of an inch. And that's it there. Now that we've got that position, I'll lock the cross side so that when I come in with the parting off tool, it keeps the same centre. I'll start the machine again. It's nearly through now. This is a boss for positioning the wheel on the axle of the tub. This is a drilling machine. And we're going to drill the hole in the side of the boss to take the grub screw, which is going to nip it onto the shaft. We'll move this to the vise now and we'll tap it, which means putting the thread in for the grub screw. For that we're going to use an 8mm tap. We're now putting the thread into the hole, which is called tapping, and that will allow us to screw a grub screw in to nip the boss onto the shaft. And I'll just, that's okay. This is the grub screw which is going to hold the boss onto the shaft. So I can demonstrate that by putting the shaft in and tightening the screw onto it, just to make sure it works properly. So that's that operation complete, okay?